what's good, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's Friday. It's 7. And that means it's the Audible Sports Podcast, where sports meets life and culture. I am one part of that dynamic duo that is Bobby G and Wildcard Mar. I know y'all see these missing, but he's going to hop in. He's running a little bit behind. So, we can wait for it. Till then, I'm going to hold down the fort. And, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, we bring it together today. We got some hot topics we're going to get to. Y'all getting to it early, man. I love it. Love the engagement. That's what makes this worthwhile. We got the early ones. Shout out, Router Sensor. What's happening, bro? We're gonna talk about that, man, and that's a big thing. Like watching her. I watched the first two games. Watching her performance really led me because it's a tough bird. We put a lot on these rookies, and not just female athletes, male athletes. And man, look at the pressure LeBron faced when he first came into the league, having to live up to the Michael Jordan standard. And now Caitlin Clark, she's not really living up to the standard of a ghost. She kind of is the standard. She gets a chance to set that bar for the next. So we're going to talk about mental toughness and the role that can play on these athletes as they begin their careers. So, but yeah, once again, shout out Raj. Appreciate the like. For those tuning in for the first time, not knowing what we do, hey, do me a favor. Follow the instructions on the screen. Go ahead, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And turn your notifications on so you know the next time we're here talking that trash, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Alright, I should give y'all a preview of what we got going on today. Just like I was talking about, the importance of mental toughness in sports. The NFL schedule release, Christmas for my football fans. Well, not Christmas, on my show the other day, we called the schedule release day would be like the 4th of July. The fireworks are set off for the fans, so. And hey, the Summer Wolves last night coming through in a big way. Ant-Man coming up huge. Pause. Forcing that game 7. And of course, as always, our Fit Friday challenge, ways to promote mental health, especially in the male community. We ain't gotta be tough all the time. We can take care of ourselves. But as always, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with them shout outs and honorable mentions. Shout outs and honorable mentions. You know what I'm talking about. We got Rock then again. Caitlin Clark had 10 turnovers. Facts. That was not a good look. She had the double-double, 20 and 10. The 10 was the turnovers. And yeah, for her, hey, finding out that you can't pull those same tricks you did at Iowa in the WNBA. Like I can't remember who made the comment. I want to say it was Shannon Sharp. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody knows, somebody once made the comment that once you go from college to the pros, hey, you're dealing with grown men with mortgages and car seats. So Caitlin going through the same thing. She dealing with some grown women with mortgages and car seats in the back. So you can't pull all those slick passes off like you did at Iowa. As I was watching the game, kind of reminded me of she reminded me of Willie Beeman. Any given Sunday, when the first game Willie Beeman played, maybe not the puking on the field, I'm sure. Hey, you never know. In my locker room, she might have tossed some chunks, but if you remember that first game they had him in Any Given Sunday, and at like the very last play, he was trying to take him down for the W, and he sees the receiver open, he throws it, and then just kind of like you see the shadow of the DB come and pick it off. Like, to me, that's what she was doing. It was just she was seeing it, just didn't realize how quick the defense, those windows aren't as open in the professional ranks as they are in the collegiate ranks. Caitlin Clark needs to come off screen because she's just, I think that's another thing that she noticed. She is not, quote unquote, the most athletic person on the court anymore. She's not the quickest on the court anymore. There's a lot of solid, a lot of great athletes in the WNBA. And not to mention, remember, her first game was against essentially one of the 3 best teams in the WNBA. So, let's not brush that off. First 2 games, you're going against the top. Your first 2 games, you're going in against 2 of the top 3 teams in the league. So that's not an easy task for anybody. But once I get into that, full comments on her, because I have a fantastic comparison for her to somebody who's doing very well now. But I want to get to my shout outs and honorable mentions. Shout out to the entire WNBA. Opening week, the success, viewership is up, attendance is up across the league. I know here, my Las Vegas Aces, we sell out crowd for ring night. I think we actually have a streak of consecutive sellouts, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, the Connecticut Sun had the sellout crowd for Caitlin Clark's debut. But just viewership is up all around the league, and it's good to see that. Good to see the subtle improvements that are being made for these women going out and sacrificing their bodies, for their profession, doing what they can. So it's good to see this slight improvements. If you don't know, hey, for the first time, first time ever, every team has their own plane. They're no longer flying commercial, from what I understand. So shout out to the league for making that finally happen. They can travel comfortably. So I can't wait for to go against the Aces in Chicago. Yeah. Oh, especially the Aces. They gonna be sitting back with. I can't wait for them to play Phoenix. Deanna Taurasi, she usually sends the rookies she gives them a good welcoming present usually. Also, I mean, that's coming up next weekend, I believe. Yeah, not this weekend. Next Saturday, 25th. Fever are here at T-Mobile Arena, and they'll take on the Aces. So that's coming up soon, Rod. So we definitely get to see that. What else is going on out there? Shout out to my Cleveland Cavaliers, even though they were eliminated from the playoffs, but they had a solid season. Very injury riddled. A lot of guys missing a lot of games. As a matter of fact, our last two games of the postseason, we were without Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen. But the guys, they did what they could without our two best players. It was tough. We were not the favorite against the Celtics. Celtics are favorites to come out of the East, if not to win the whole thing. They're the best team in the East. They have been all year. Best record in the NBA. What you say? We're watching Jason Tatum grow up a little bit. We'll see if he can take that step, that final step, into being elite. Jaylen Brown coming to help. And hey, my phone is ringing. Who could it be? I wonder who could that be. I don't know. Let's open that door. Who's home?
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, brother?
You good? What's good? Pardon my tardiness. Had to run some errands, man. Traffic, man. I got family in town. My little cousin.
Hey, nice.
He's graduating tomorrow, so I had to pick up some.
What level we graduating? High school, college?
School, yeah,
okay.
High school. So it's graduation weekend. Got a lot of family in town, so
absolutely.
Like, part of my tardiness, but
that's all good.
And it's all good, man.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Definitely shout out for the graduation.
Oh yeah.
Is he taking it to the next level?
No. I don't think he is. He gonna be satisfied with playing high school ball. So,
okay.
Hey, but he's a smart little fella.
Okay.
Stayed on the dean's list all 4 years of high school. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do for a major, but he did
that's what I mean. He is going to college.
Oh yeah. He's going somewhere out in Illinois. I'm not sure where he's going. Going to continue his education to some vocal college out there in Illinois somewhere. Can't remember the name of. And
Juilliard. There we go.
Yeah, big thing for little cuz, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I love it. What's going on, Rod?
Yeah, anytime our young people can excel and accomplish things they want to accomplish, it's great and deserves all credit and praise.
Oh, no doubt. Shout out to my cousin Joni. She crazy as hell. It's her son, so she's happy. It's her only kid, so I know she's definitely happy. So, yeah, man. Got the whole family in town, man. We got people coming from Houston and Ohio and everywhere, man.
What part of Ohio?
Columbus.
Okay.
My cousin's Tiffany. She stays out in Columbus. She's her and her husband both work at Ohio State. So,
Okay.
um,
Yep.
yeah. So they out that way. And yeah, so they making the drive over. So yeah, man, it's a lot going on with the fam, man.
All right. All right. You didn't miss much, man. Just going through my shout outs and honorable mentions. A big part of the rundown is I'll put it up so you can see it, in case you care. The importance of mental toughness, especially for rookie athletes. We see with the WNBA kicking off, Caitlin Clark, she had her struggles in the first 2 games, and just got me to thinking, how big of a role mental toughness plays, because you come from a level where you're the man, or in this case, you're the woman, and you hit that next level, things don't start out so well. And I want to put this comment up by Rod just made, because it's actually a great point to be had. Yes, what did he say? What are your thoughts on Bronny James and be a combine workout? I think Bronny could develop to a good 3-and-D guy, because he's pretty much under the same pressure as Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
and for complete opposite reasons.
Opposite reasons.
Yeah, she's on the end of the spectrum where she proved herself to be great, and now people expect greatness from her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the end of the spectrum where
he has
comes
to be great.
from. Right, he's got that lineage. You got that name on your back of the jersey, and we just expect you to be good, whether you do it, and no matter what you do. Like, he could have been a chef, and people were, oh, you LeBron James son? Yeah, you cook me up something like you cooking for your pops.
Yeah, they expecting greatness. They really are.
Right. So we can hop right into that.
That's my dog.
I little cuz be on my album called Assertive.
That's my guy, dog. I love it.
We got the greatest viewers.
Hey, you never know. Right, man.
I'm
telling you, man. Oh,
but
goodness.
She comes in game 1. Not a great shooting night. 10 turnovers. Still managed to put in 20 points. Didn't get her first bucket until the second quarter. Clamped down. You could see from watching. She had a hard time getting open. She had a very difficult time making those passes that basically for the last 2 years we've seen her make, and everybody, what a great pass. On the next level, that great pass is a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Before you hopped on, I compared her first game to watching Any Given Sunday and Willie Beeman's first game, and that not I mean, you never know what happened in the locker room before the game, but the part where he's taking him down on that last drive and he sees the receiver open, and then you just kind of out of nowhere to see the DB come snatch that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that's how she was playing. It was like, she's seeing it, but the speed of the game hasn't quite caught up to her. And the greatest takeaway, or the greatest scene from that game, like, regardless, I mean, obviously they lost the game, but win or lose, was at halftime.
Aaliyah Boston.
She's frustrated, walking off the court, and you see right there her teammate, Aaliyah Boston, with her arm around her, giving her advice, / comforting, and I feel like it could have only been her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it was her versus any other teammate, because this was last year. This was her.
Yeah.
Last year, Aaliyah Boston was the number 1 pick. She was the new one in town, coming off a great college career, college champion, number 1 pick, and so everything Caitlin's going through, maybe not to the magnification, but everything she's going through, right? Aaliyah went through last year. So I'm glad it was her versus any other teammate. It
Big
was a
fact.
great scene.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on like how like mentally like what could she be going through? What do you think's going through her head? What are you hoping that teammates are putting into her ear? What do you hope her family's putting into her ear? Uh, go for it.
Well, honestly, I hope Aaliyah Boston is doing more of what she did the other day when she talked to her, chopped her up, and told her like, "Hey, hey, you're gonna be all right. You got it. Everything's cool. Once you get it down, you gonna get it." And just she bigged her up. She hyped her up big time. And that's some great leadership from Aaliyah Boston that we saw. And hopefully she's doing more of that just to let her know that everything's gonna be right, because Caitlin's gonna be fine. We got to be honest. Like the first two games, she went up against Connecticut Suns, and then she went up against the New York Liberty. Those are two of the probably better teams in the WNBA.
Absolutely.
Not only did she have to deal with a learning curve, she went up against some of the best quality competition in the league, and so it wasn't going to be a gravy train. It wasn't going to be easy for her at all. So for those who don't watch the WNBA product, like, give her some grace, give her some time to let stuff marinate, and it'll come together. Obviously, there's some frustration part that Caitlin had to deal with, because her coach even spoke on it. Like, hey, there were some things that she was getting off in college. They're just not open in this league. We're dealing with grown professional women. Grown professional women are different from college young adults. It's totally different. This is, and maybe
before you came in, I quoted, I can't remember who said the quote, maybe you did, that somebody made the comments once speaking on guys coming from college to the pros. Hey, you going from college and now you dealing with grown men with mortgages and car seats in the back.
Yeah.
So I take that quote like, now you dealing with grown women with mortgages and car seats in the back. It's a different ball game.
They trying to get it. You're not, because these grown women are looking at it, man. You trying to take food off my table. You trying to take food out my baby's mouth. Like because this is kill or be killed moment now. This is big dog. This is big. Put your big panties on. This is big draws moment. This is the big draws moment. And Caitlin is going to have to, and she will, because we've seen greatness from her. We've seen great things from her before, and she'll adjust. She'll make her adjustments. She'll start picking it up and understanding that there's some things that I just can't do that I was getting away with at Iowa. No, this ain't Iowa no more, baby girl. We know that. She knows that. So one thing that's killing me on the criticism right now is those who don't know the game of the WNBA. They have no idea the level of competition that she faced in her first two games. That's ridiculous. She faced some top tier competition in her first two games. That's for one. And for those who just not, they waiting on her downfall, it's like, well, you're going to be waiting a while. Like, bad games happen. Bad games happen to the greatest. Kobe's had bad games. MJ's had bad games. LeBron has bad games. All the great ones got bad games. But you're going to have more great games than bad games. And that's for sure. And Caitlin's just, give her a couple more games. She'll start getting into the flow. She'll start picking up the speed of the game and understand, like, all right, because it's not like she's an idiot. She's pretty smart. She's an intelligent young lady. She'll be fine. All right. Yeah. For those who waiting on her downfall, want to call her a bust, well, you're gonna be waiting for a long time. She's not gonna be a bust. Just give her a minute. Once she gets acclimated, I'm telling you, they gonna be like, oh, okay. I see why you number one. It happened with Aaliyah. I'm willing to bet. Watch second half of this season. Her numbers are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I see that.
Don't try to look at how to say, oh, well, her rookie year is based on what's happened in the first half. No, I'm telling people right now, great ones figure it out. Second half of this season, her numbers are going to be astronomical. They're going to be fire, and she's going to do some amazing things. She's going to make a lot of people eat crow that's been waiting on her downfall. Be patient, guys. Iowa Hawkeye fans, I know you love her. Don't go off on the deep end just because she's struggling for the first 2 games. Just relax. Everybody relax. Caitlin Clark will be just fine. She'll be just fine. Same with Angel Reese. Same with Carmela Cardosa. All these rookies are going to be just fine. They're going to be just fine. So can't hear you, Bobby.
My bad. There we go.
There you go. You don't have to repeat like the last 20 seconds of what you just said.
Right. It was great, too. It was fantastic. It was the best take ever. Missed it. No, but just for comparison's sake, she put herself on the map in junior year. She averaged 27, 28 points per game. Obviously, last year elevated that. Put up 31 points a game, 31.6 to be exact. As it stands right now, she's averaging 14 points a game. But just for contrast's sake, the lady whose record she broke, I'm not going Pete Maravich, but the women's record, or the credited women's record, it was Kelsey Plum, for those that don't remember. Kelsey Plum, also senior season, put up 31 points a game. Same thing, number 1 overall pick, first round, first overall. Kelsey Plum averaged 8.5 points a game her rookie year.
Yeah.
Remember, she was a hot shot coming into the league. On mid-range shots, or basically 2-point field goals. In that last year, that senior year, she shot about 52% on 3-pointers alone. She shot 42%. She was a high 80% free throw shooter, and of course, averaged 31 points a game. Yeah, that rookie year, 34% from the field, 36 from the 3, 33% on just mid-range 2-point. Effective field goal percentage of 41%. Free throw percentage usually translates. She was still at high 80s, but 8.5 points a game, 2.5, almost 3 turnovers a game, her rookie year. Fast forward to now, she's a 2-time WNBA champion. She's still with the team that drafted her. Although the team relocated, she's still with that team. And a back-to-back NBA champion, All-Star MVP. So she was able to recover, fight that off. But looking at her career, it took 3 seasons. She didn't really start to pop until her 4th season, to when she figured it out. Now, Kelsey is 5'8", a little bit shorter. Caitlin's closer to 6 and a half. She's bigger. Obviously, body's a little, bigger. But yeah, just gotta say, I don't think it's gonna take her that 4 years. Same as you. I think it'll be this season. We'll kind of see that click and it all come together. But it's because of the upstairs, the wear and tear. Right now, she's got to deal with the Twitter trolls, the internet thugs, everybody who basically held that hate in because she was so good last year, and they held it in, waiting for this right here. She's got to deal with all of that, but it looks like she's got the people around her to get through it, to fight through it.
Yeah. And
same as Bronny.
That's a lot to deal with mentally, man. It really is. That is a lot to deal with it mentally, but she kind of dealt with some of that the last 2 years at Iowa. Maybe not to this degree, on another level.
True. But
she did had to deal with it to a certain extent. So I think, look, if there's anybody capable of handling the situation, it's her. It'd be somebody like Angel Reese, be some of these ladies that had to deal with a certain level of scrutiny last year. So she'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a definitely a better second half.
Right.
Look, I'm not sure what her final number is going to be. Will she win Rookie of the Year? I don't know, and I don't really care. All I know is that she'll be fine, and there's going to be a lot of people that's been waiting on her downfall. They're going to be waiting for a long time because she's not going to fail. She has everything what it takes to succeed in this league. It's an adjustment curve. It is everything that Diana Taurasi said it was going to be, and they called DT a hater. Like
right.
no, she's in the game. DT is in the game. She knows what was going to happen. She knew it.
Absolutely.
She said it was going to be a learning curve. That's just what it is. It's not paid.
I'm glad you brought her up because on that note, in a recent interview, Kelsey Plum even making that comparison. Kelsey Plum even stated, they asked her like what was her welcome to the pros moment, and she said in a game she's playing against Diana Taurasi, and she said that she gave her one of them elbows to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
She said, knock the wind out of me, step back, call for the pass, hit the three, winked at me, and blew a kiss.
Everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through the initiation period. It happens to the best of them, man. Look, man, I don't know why people hating on Caitlyn and they wanted the downfall. Hey, don't hold your breath. You're gonna end up dead in the next 48 hours. I'm trying to tell you, because Caitlyn's she's gonna disappoint you, and all those fans that she'll make them right. She'll do them right. She'll say thank you for being a fan and start playing her game, and so with her WNBA. They've already been making quite a bit of change ever since she's gotten to the league. So it'll pay off. So everybody relax. You gotta relax. Come on, man. Gotta hit him with the A-Rod, man. Gotta tell him RELAX.
There you go. Now, unfortunately, we spoke on that end of the spectrum. There's another end of the spectrum of the athletes who can't quite handle that transition. What do you think separates the two? I'm trying to think of one that comes to mind right away. Look, a guy like Anthony Bennett,
number one
overall pick. Now the big thing about him, he's drafted number 1 overall by the Cavs. I'm a Cavs fan. Leading up to the draft, when it was kind of rumored that we may take him over number 1, the big thing that all the reporters were saying, he's going to a team. They got Kyrie Irving. He doesn't have to worry about being the big dog because Kyrie Irving is already the big dog. So he can kind of come in, develop, take it slow. That was the big thing that every single talking head on TV said. Game 1. Why isn't he this and that? Y'all literally gave the dude a pass all summer. And game one snatched it away like that. Okay, why is he not Larry Johnson? Why isn't he supposed to be this magnificent power forward, can handle the ball, do this, that, and the other, had a little shot up there? Why isn't he at game 1? When y'all just said he had no pressure, he could take his time developing, and we see what happened with his career. A guy like Ben McLemore comes to mind. Projected to be Ray Allen type, didn't quite pan out. Matter of fact, I'm thinking from your parts of the world. I think he's he's from Missouri, right? Or went to high school in Missouri. Before Kansas.
Oh shit, I can't even remember, man.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah, that's about a minute ago, bro.
trying to think, NFL wise, guys like Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take it to a late round guy, Brady Quinn. Didn't have the pressure of being number 1, number 2. Hell, bro, he didn't get drafted until 22.
Yeah.
Still first round pick, but he did come to Cleveland. He was born and raised in Ohio.
Yeah. Notre Dame, and that was that's one of the high profile schools, and so there was some expectations on Brady Quinn. Yeah.
Right. All right. So what do you think
Ouch.
separate? Yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest. I think it's a case by case situation because some people go to scenarios or situations where they're just not set up to win. I mean, they got terrible management in the front office, terrible coaching on the sideline, so that can play a role into certain people's, either success or failure. Um,
True.
uh, or that can be the case, or sometimes in certain people's cases they just don't give a damn.
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel didn't give a damn. Marcus Russell didn't give a damn. Those cats didn't give a damn. They got the money, got the quick little 15 minutes of fame, and they fizzled out quicker before they 15 minutes of fame did. So but in the end, they succeeded what they wanted to do. They got their mom a crib and got some money and did whatever they want, whatever. But I mean, it's just, I think it's a case by case situation that separates those who have that type of pressure, especially getting drafted high. I wouldn't say Kwame Brown was a bust. Did he live up to certain people's expectations of what he was supposed to be? Then I guess so. If you're going by that definition, because a lot of people did put some expectations on Kwame Brown to succeed.
Right.
But that man played 12 years and made more money than I ever see in my lifetime. So that doesn't seem like a bust to me. I think people were expecting him to, have Hall of Fame career. Only so many people are lucky to have Hall of Fame careers. 12 years in the NBA ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's an accomplishment that most people would to see. So I never looked at Kwame Brown as a bust.
Yeah. And what at what I was Kwame Brown was a 1-1 guy, round one, pick one. Take him and take a guy like who's a good example right now. I'm gonna use White Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo, I think he's first round pick, end of the first round, but he's just having a decent career. He'll never be in anybody's top list of anything.
Probably not.
But just doing this out, like what why is his success or non-success, or he's not a superstar? Why is his career okay, solid, and Kwame's bust-worthy?
Expectations, man.
Is it just the 1-1?
Well, I mean, once you hit that 1-1, once you hit that, you've been in that position as a top dog for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So you've been there. You've been in that position probably throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, and even in college. So you've been that guy. So they're expecting the same thing since you've been dominating at other levels leading up to that point. They're expecting you to dominate them. But
I mean, Allen's got a point too. Bryce Young last year would feature.
Bryce Young went to Allen. Yeah, shout out to Allen, man. Had a great time with him last week. Yeah, man. I like Bryce Young. He went to a bad situation. He went to a real crappy team with piss poor management and David Tepper, who's the owner, who gets in people's and he gets in the way instead of just keeping hands off. I mean, we've seen what they've been doing the last. They pretty much gave up all their roster to get Bryce Young and gave him nothing around him. You still haven't addressed all of your offensive line issues. You get Hunt from Miami, but they didn't do a lot to really address their problem on the offensive line. So expect Bryce Young to still be in the same piss poor offensive line next year, this upcoming season. So, it's just one of those things, man. You can either harm yourself, That is true. You can either harm yourself by not just giving a damn, or just be put in a real trash situation. Man, it's just one of those things that I think, but I does it. I think it does particularly go with the role of being 1-1. It kind of goes hand in hand with pressure and expectations. It just
Okay.
one of those things. It's kind of
Yeah.
just humanly comes.
Yeah.
The
And then
pressures.
there's another group in the middle that we cling in, and these are the kind of guys who's a perfect example. Uh, I can't find one. I can't find one. I can't find one. But the guys who are
You mean like mid rounders?
no still first rounder, high pressure guys, and they don't start off well, but then they find a way to kind of form that into a decent career. I'm Geno Smith, pressure guy. He was, in New York he was looking like a bus on his way out,
Mm,
but found a way to resuscitate his career in Seattle.
I got you. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
you know, guys like that. Like it's I don't say it's rare, but and I have football on my mind, so football is really hard to get. In football, most guys you either hit or you don't.
Yeah. That's for sure. Um,
NBA, a guy like who's expected to do big things, or even guys that sacrifice, like Chris Bosh.
mm,
To me, like when Chris Bosh, when the whole big three, I thought Chris Bosh gave up the Hall of Fame to do that, which takes a whole nother, you know, mental competitive knowing, hey, I'm going to play with these two great players,
yeah.
regardless of what people think of me. I can look at these two guys. Hey, they're better than me. To know that I'm not gonna be the number one option. I'm not gonna be the number two option.
Well,
Uh,
willing to take because he wants to be a champion, though.
right. There are guys like that sacrifice. Um, like what's different between those guys and the guys on the bottom of the pile? I don't say bottom of the pile. The guys on the far end of the spectrum.
Oh man, shit.
And I'd say honestly, yep, I get right here. Saquon to me is kind of in. He's got that opportunity now. Saquon isn't having the type of career people expected,
True, true, true. He's shown
and now,
flashes.
yeah, he's showing flat, and that's that. Like my point is like, dang, if like there's these guys, but they're like right now he's teetering to where if something happens not in his favor this year, people are going to say he's a bust. But he's got new scenery, change the scenery. He's got a chance to change his image, change his story. Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. If
right,
because I'm with you. If Saquon doesn't finish this season, I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
right,
he missed about seven, 8 games.
right,
Oh, pimp, what's up with you, man? Like this, we do this
exactly,
again? Yeah.
exactly. But if he
Um,
comes out and gives you 1,300 yards, 15 plus touchdowns,
it's almost like
you know,
expected. Yeah.
right, 400 receiving yards, yeah, people are gonna be back on that bandwagon.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see what Alan says. Justin Herbert in L.A. I mean,
Yeah,
there's people that's been giving him so much hype and praise.
right.
Um, I
That's
don't.
another part of the spectrum too. The too much hype dude. He
I
came
don't.
into the league quiet.
Yeah, he came. He did come into the league quiet, and actually, he kind of came in the league as everybody looking at him as a project. Same with
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, and then now these guys are probably favored to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league right now. And you know,
Right.
I'll let people have that debate on whatever on another day. That's their personal feelings. But I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where I guess when you the further you get from 1-1, the lesser the expectations are, and I guess that leaves with a certain amount of pressure not on you. So that kind of gives you the mental capacity to just play free,
Okay.
and just have fun with it. Because
Right.
I think when with the more pressure you get, I think it sometimes takes the fun away. And
I can see that.
it takes away from that person just really enjoying what they're doing and actually just being immersed in the moment of what's
Right.
going on and just be play free. Um, I mean, it's but the thing is like, well, majority of the times where this pressure comes from, I think it depends on where this pressure is coming from. If it's coming from fans,
Right.
I understand to a certain extent of not of ignoring the pressure from the fans. They're the fans. You're just there to be entertained. As long as I entertain you, how does it matter?
Okay.
But
Right.
um, maybe
But
there's pressure from family. Got their hand out.
yeah, because you usually are the bell cow of the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, yeah, I like Allen's thing. Brock Purdy had no expectations. He had no pressure.
Yeah. Just
Um,
come in and play ball.
he just
And
had to just come in and play ball. You
yeah, if
know,
he would have failed, it would have been so what?
yeah, it'd be like, oh, he's Mr. Relevant. He's the last pick. He was supposed to fail.
Yeah.
If he
No.
succeeds, it's like, wow, Mr.
Exactly.
Relevant really put in that work. But if he
Yeah.
failed, it's
Now it
right.
looks that much better.
It's that much better.
uh, Two more athletes I want to bring into the fray. One because actually yesterday I saw a commercial for the Paris Olympics this year. Shout
I'm
out to
excited.
all the Olympic athletes.
Yeah.
And the commercial was focused on Simone Biles.
Mm.
I will be the first person to admit I was not in her corner on the way things unfolded during the last Olympics.
Ooh.
I will openly admit that. And today, and that because that was kind of at the beginning of the entire mental health conversation.
Mm.
That's when that happened 4 years ago,
Yeah.
and that was at the beginning. That was at the time where it was the hot topic. Um, I was not Team Biles during that situation. Reason being, and this is my opinion. Hey, come at me if you want. I stand on what I say and how I feel. There was nothing prior. It was just she's getting ready for the Olympics. Absolutely, I have zero idea on how she's feeling inside leading up to this.
Mm.
After that, I give everybody that. I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in. Absolutely, but there was nothing leading up. It was just she's gonna do great. She's gonna set some records, get some medals. She is the best gymnast on earth.
Mhm.
We get to the events, things don't go her way. She's not performing well, and then it was, I need a mental break. That's why I wasn't. I was like, hey, it's your first time in your life dealing with failure or the
Yeah.
potential where it's looking like you might not win. Not that
Kinda
anybody's
like
better than you, because in gymnast is really, if you don't mess up, whoever's rated the best is gonna get the gold. Like, yeah, but this is your first time dealing with failure. To me, that's like what it was. It was like you've not been questioned or doubted your entire career till now. But for her to just like quit, to me, that's what it was. It was like a lot of people, a lot of especially Cavs fans, a lot of people say LeBron quit during that last Celtic series
Who?
before before he went to Miami. But even
Who?
still, do you know what he did? He finished the game.
Mm.
So regardless of whether you think he quit on the court, he finished the game. To me, her not finishing the Olympics and withdrawing was corny.
Mm.
Mental. I mean, now obviously I have a better understanding and respect for the mental aptitude these athletes go through. But back then,
Yeah.
I thought it was corny. Second athlete I want to bring in, and I can't forget her name because I haven't thought about it since. Who's the Oksana, the tennis player?
Naomi Osaka.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Now,
I got.
I have a complete understanding of what Simone Biles is going through, and I'm on. I still don't. I still think she should have finished versus quitting, but I understand. Oksana, I'll never understand. I'll never be on her side because you went through all of that, talking about you withdrawing, and then what you didn't tell everybody else is, oh, if you want to hear more about my problems, check it out in my Netflix documentary coming out next week. Fuck you.
You promoting.
And you haven't, we haven't heard word from her since about mental anything. She can kick rocks.
Hey, yo.
She can, I swear. And I can't remember who did what. I think Oksana's issue came first. I can't remember whose. But it was like same summer. Simone went through it. I watched her. Again, I'm not a fan of her quitting. I think, hey, go out there and get your bronze medal. I would have respected the hell out of that. You going, hey, I was going through it. I'm disappointed, blah, blah. But finish, get your bronze medal. Or don't medal. But just finish.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But this chick coming off the tennis court talking about, I'm dealing with mental health, and then you got a Netflix documentary coming out in 2 days talking about your man. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Like you just trying to tell us something to advertise.
Right. So it just and oh my god, yeah, that let me calm down. Let me take a sip of water off that.
He said that shit got me hot. But I mean, look, man, I a prime example. Ben Simmons used the mental card a lot.
Oh, this.
I didn't want to trigger you, but Ben Simmons.
He was so far out of my memory.
I mean, but so, and me and Detroit Mel has had this conversation before. Look, I don't want to question nobody's, mental,
right.
I guess mental battery, because we're not in their head. We don't know what, what's constantly in and out their head. Exactly. But when you kind of throw out things like you said with Naomi Osaka, was like, well, my Netflix documentary. Wait, huh? Wait, you promoting? So when you start doing that, I don't know if I can really rock with you. If like, are you really, dealing with mental capacity? Are you really dealing with something?
At least wait a year.
Man, you gotta wait. Period. Like you can't just throw that on there because the fact of the matter is, especially those who watch our product, who watch the Audible podcast, right. We harp mental illness. We harp mental wellness all the time. We harp about making sure that your mental capacity is in the right mind, so that you are in the right state to be, of good use for your friends and family and be there, because we understand the importance of having good mental health. So, I don't want athletes using that as an excuse to get out of something because you failed. It's okay. You're not going to win everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to win everything. You're not going to win every time. There's going to be some losses. Come on, we talking about some of the greatest athletes. Muhammad Ali lost. Michael Jordan lost. Kobe Bryant lost. Tiger Woods has lost. Peyton Manning has lost. Tom Brady has lost. Patrick Mahomes has lost. Great athletes lose. It's part of the game. And I understand that when there's pressure and there's stuff that goes on that's outside pressures that infiltrate in the midst of you doing what you're supposed to do. I understand that. But that's when it comes to having that mental capacity to block all that shit out and focus on the task at hand that gets you to the platform where you're at. Because that comes with the territory when you get past, matter of fact, when you get past high school, there's a platform. You start being a professional athlete. When you start playing college ball, there's a certain platform you're on. You get to professional ball, there's a different level of plateau that you're at. So you got to understand there's going to be some things that I might not like or want, but it comes with the territory, so It is what it is, man. I just don't like you said, I just don't like athletes using mental health as a scapegoat because you fail. Like to me, that's a cop out. Like just it's okay that you lost. It's not gonna be the end of the world that you lost. It's not.
Man, yeah, absolutely. Co-sign all of that, and like, but and just to add too, you say how, like it is starting in high school now,
Hmm.
like, and this is where talk to the parents,
Yeah.
because I'm about to be one of those parents. My son's now 9 years or 8 years old. He'll be 9 in December,
Mm,
but he's about to get into competitive sports,
yeah.
and once upon a time, you know, dads could just take the kid out in the backyard and show him the fundamentals of the game, and get them signed up, and now the parent is working in conjunction with the coach on developing skill and his fundamentals and skills. But now a part of that has to be teaching them the mental aspect of the game.
Hmm.
Like if you strike out, it's okay. If you fumble, that's fine. It's gonna hurt in the game, but don't take it off the field. Once that game is over, we got to shake it off because we got another one next week. We now have to help the kids focus on that mental part because, uh,
Hmm.
hey, the old adage, kids are mean. Because now you don't just like when you and I were in school, you don't just you mess up at the game. You don't just go to school on Monday and find out about it. That your classmates is on social media. Somebody didn't record a video of you messing up. These kids got to deal with it.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
before the game is even over, somebody
Yeah.
caught a video and uploaded it.
That's real talk.
People showing you from the bleachers. Hey, look at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got 500 views.
Hey, and I think you hit it right there. Because we live in such a social media driven world for the last 10 years, it's different. It's way different from when we was coming up. Like the most you knew about other players, you had to read about them in the newspaper, or somebody was doing like a local football or basketball show and they was going around the city and covering everybody.
Right.
But social media has gone to another level. It makes everything
It has.
not so private. You know what I'm saying? Is there's no privacy because social media and everything and all the content that is so out there, and everybody wants access to these athletes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we wanted access back then, but the most we can do was wait for them at the airport when they traveled, or hopefully run into them
Yeah.
around the city, or something
Stalking,
like.
basically.
Well, yeah, 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 but you would have to be dedicated. uh, Now it's like people are you can know anything and everything about LeBron on the internet. You can know
Mm-hmm.
anything and everything about um Shador Sanders on the internet, any and
Absolutely.
everything. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the internet. They all got
Yeah.
profiles. They all got pages, and they got millions of followers. It's such a different world once that social media aspect has got entered into this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It
Absolutely.
really is, and we just got to adjust to it day by day, year by year. So it's just weird, man.
Yep. This make schedules different so you can't be stalked.
Yeah,
Change it up, switch things up in your life, and you know,
get you a double.
hopefully.
Bella,
Yeah,
get you a look up.
but no, it's everybody out there. And it's just as an athletes, man. A lot of people
Hmm.
out there have high paying jobs, and they deal with the same thing. These high draft, just like lawyers who are recruited by top firms, and
Yeah.
COOs, CFOs, uh, dealing with these pressures. Hell, you make the cashier at McDonald's, man. Maybe he's in the running because McDonald's actually send a lot of people to college. People make fun of working at McDonald's, but McDonald's has produced a lot of COOs, CFOs of companies. Maybe this guy's in the running for one of those spots. He's dealing with more pressure. A lot of companies have those kind of work your way in the upper management. We'll send you to college segment, and that presents a whole another pressure. You got some of your co-workers looking at you like you a kiss ass. No, I'm trying to better myself, cuz. And if excelling at as a greeter at Target is what I gotta is how I started, then so be it. I'm gonna be the best greeter there is.
Hey, hello.
Yeah. Yep. So these stresses. Make sure you have somebody to release to.
Fact.
Make sure you have somebody to affirm. That's another thing. Affirmation, man. I remember there used to be a skit on SNL where the guy was looking in the mirror and he say, "I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me."
Hey man,
I can't remember his name. Yeah, but have somebody to affirm who you believe yourself to be.
Facts. Receiving affirmations from somebody who's not yourself matters just as much as giving them to yourself. They matter.
Yeah.
Because some people just need to verbally hear it that you care or they matter to you. So, man, that's the good one.
But, on to something more exciting. It's got everybody excited.
Please tell me
something happened. Something happened yesterday. It was similar to, I call it the July 4th for NFL fans.
Hey,
that schedule came out.
Sure did.
NFL schedule release day. And yes, that is the Cleveland Browns schedule because I'm a Browns fan. God damn it, I don't care what y'all think. The NFL schedule came out for everybody. I didn't catch all the videos. I hear the Tennessee Titans had the best release video. They usually do. Their social media department is outstanding. I hear the Chargers had a decent one. Ours was, I didn't really, we went and dug Pete Weber's old ass up outside of somewhere.
Pete Weber.
Yeah, who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am. That was my shit, bro. I ain't even care. That was my shit, man.
Yeah, but they dug him out, man. That man got teeth missing. Come on, y'all. Come on. It was not the greatest look.
Hey, yo.
But something special is happening. Week 15. Looking on your screen. Sunday, December 15th, 1 p.m. Mar and I will be enemies for 3 hours.
Yeah, for 3 hours. Just for 3
hours.
As
the Kansas City Chiefs come into the dog pound.
Yeah, and be in the lane.
Nah, but if you had a chance to look at the Chiefs schedule yet, what's your thoughts? What games you're looking forward to? Anything you dislike about the schedule?
Well, there's a couple of things I dislike. I dislike the fact that we got our bye week so early in the season. We got it week 6.
It's pretty early.
That kind of sucks, especially when you got your back-to-back champs and everybody's got a target on you as size of the Grand Canyon. So I prefer that we had gotten one of those later bye weeks, but it is what it is. A little irritated that we got a Black Friday game, and then you got a Saturday game. Then you go turn around and get that Christmas game. So on a Wednesday,
the NFL basically giving the NBA the middle finger.
Oh yeah, they are. They're like, whatever day Christmas is on, we'll be having football any day, whatever. We don't care no more. It doesn't matter if it's Monday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday. Yeah. We're going beyond wherever Christmas is at. That's where we're going. So yes, Christmas is on a Wednesday, and there will be football played on a Wednesday. But other than that, to me, the overall thing is you starting to see, obviously Netflix gets those 2 Christmas games, and they
that's crazy.
All these streaming services are bidding for NFL games, and what it's doing is it's like, man, that now you create me to just buy more streaming services and come out of my pocket when. Like, man, we got rid of cable and DirecTV to get the streaming service, thought it was the cheaper alternative. So once you buy your internet, and depending on what kind of package you got, you can either go from $40 to $100. All right. So that's your rent. Then you add Netflix, which now is at almost $40. For those who don't know, Netflix is almost at $40. So there's almost to $80 to $140 right there already. Then you got the Paramount Plus, which owns CBS. So if they go exclusive there, there's about $6.99 right there. So it's about $186, almost $90 right there in that range. Peacock, $7.99. I got the actual exclusive special edition, or $11.99 where I'm at. So that's $12 right there. Then, because they want exclusive stuff on Peacock. Then Prime, there's another $12.99. So it's like, God damn, man, these streaming service in the internet, I'm paying what I was paying for damn satellite TV and cable. Like, y'all, come on, man. Because let's be honest, they killed cable and they killed DirecTV. DirecTV had to start streaming. Cable companies are almost a dinosaur. They're almost extinct. And it's like, so now we didn't kill them off to go to this different alternative, and now they the new cable company. So what's going to be the alternative next? So I mean, it's NFL, man. I get it. Y'all gonna get y'all money. Y'all gonna get it. That ain't the issue. NFL's gonna get their money. But what I'm saying is, stop killing us, the regular folk that keep y'all alive.
That's what it is, man.
Y'all killing us.
They already priced us out the bowl.
Oh yeah, we can't get to the Super Bowl. We been priced out the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is a star-studded event now. It's not meant for regular common folk. It's not meant for us. It's meant for corporate sponsors who got a lot of money, and it's meant for stars that got a lot of money. We ain't none of them. So we've been priced out the Super Bowl for the last 10 years. It's just getting ridiculous, man. So y'all pretty much ride us for the whole 18 weeks through the playoffs, and then y'all just get discard us about Super Bowl comes around. So it's getting wild out here in these football streets for us regular folk, and y'all doing us dirty, bro. Now, come on, man. Oh, no. Y'all killing me, man. You're killing me.
Put on the main thing. How you feel about opening up with the Ravens? The funny thing is, me and Big Mike last week, before the schedule even came out on the AFC North show, we spoke about the odds. We thought it might be a better idea to open up with the Browns, because they usually try and give the defending champion, like, you want a competitive game, but you also want a winnable game, like, where they should win. It's a celebration. It's ring night. The banner goes up. But just like last year, Detroit was all right. I don't think a lot of people thought the Lions would win that game. Lions surprised everybody. But just to flat out come out and give you the MVP on your ring night, bruh.
I'm actually okay with it. I'd rather get the Brown or the Ravens. Matter of fact, since we got the AFC North, I prefer that we just get to throughout that whole division in the first 5 weeks. I prefer. That's just me.
We got two of them. Ravens, Bengals back to back.
We got Ravens, Bengals back to back, and I'm okay with that. And the reason why I'm okay with that is because AFC North plays a different brand of football, and I prefer to get it out the way early in the season than deal with it in the back half of the season, because you don't want to be playing AFC North football. Unfortunately, we got to see you guys in December, so I'm not happy about that. It's because when you play AFC North football, man, you got to bring the big boy draws, and it's a lot of hitting going on. And and I didn't dealt with September, October, November. Hey man, I'm done taking hits. You know, you don't want to be getting pounded on, pause. You know, playing AFC North style of football in December, man. That's when your team starts getting beat up before the playoffs. So I'm actually fine with it. I'm actually okay with it. Get the Ravens, get the Bengals out the way in week 1 and 2. And good thing for us, we get them at home, so it does give us a slight advantage. Actually, home field advantage in Arrowhead really don't matter in a regular season; it only matters in the pro season, really. But regardless, playing in front of their fans always gives the team a better juice, a little extra added oomph. But
and the Bengals haven't started the season well the last 3 years.
Yeah, they have
slow starts.
No, yeah, they always get off a slow start. So I'd rather catch teams still trying to figure themselves out in the first few weeks than already be knowing who the hell they are in December, and then you got a more tougher game. So, I mean, to me, that's what happens sometimes. So, you know, I don't want to see Lamar cooking in December. I want him I want to see him week 1 still trying to figure out how to, you know, click with his offense and stuff. So I'm just fine with how the schedule laid out. I'm just not happy about these bye games and all these damn weird day games on Saturday days and Fridays and NFL, man. They're gonna get their money, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, with you guys, though, I think if I was a Chiefs fan, I don't like the end of the year. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. At Cleveland, Texans at home, at Pittsburgh, on a short week, and then at Mile High. That's not a fun stretch of football.
No.
Hopefully, I think by the time you get to the Broncos game, that probably won't matter. So you may get that off.
Hopefully, But I'm with you that Browns, Texans, Steelers, that stretch right there before the end of the season, that one's a doozy, bro. That's a doozy for real.
Yeah, and they tried to make it okay by you got the Texans on the Saturday game, so you do get the extra day to prep for that Wednesday. But I know players had a lot to say about Thursdays in general. I can't wait to see what they have to say about playing on Wednesday.
Boy, Roger gonna say, "Hey, we're making more money. We're making more profit. What you mad about? What you crying about?" That's what I'm telling you. That's gonna be his answer to everything. To these players, look at the influx of money coming in.
Yeah.
Look at these pay scales going up.
Y'all want guaranteed contracts?
Yeah.
We got to bring in some money.
Crazy.
I wasn't too happy with the Browns. I know our schedule is rated as the toughest in the league.
Yeah. Woof. Y'all got a doozy of a schedule, man.
But it's not really like that. I mean, it's Browns fans. Some Browns fans are still stuck in that old mentality. I look at it as we were the third best team in the AFC last year. That was our finish. It was Baltimore was first. You guys were second. We were third. Yeah, we finished second in our division. But people fail to realize a lot of people don't know we were actually third in the conference. We were fourth in the NFL, I believe. So if we're the fourth best team in the NFL, I ain't worried about the schedule, man. I'm not worried about the Chargers and the Raiders. The only thing I worry about is just the layout. There are some schedule losses I potentially see, but when I look at like the first, we beating Dallas. We could beat Jacksonville. We're definitely beating the Giants.
Yeah,
like we should beat the Raiders. We should beat the Redskins. Then you get to Philly, and then that's where we could easily go into that Philly game 5-0.
It starts turning right there.
Yeah. I don't like. I'm just like with your guy. I don't like this mess right here. Yeah. Saints, Pittsburgh, Broncos, Pittsburgh. Who the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought it was a terrific idea. And then, because really, what really makes me mad is look at the days.
Yeah.
We got the bye week. Thank goodness. We got that. Saints. Cool. Good game. Great game to have after your bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got Pittsburgh on the short week.
Yep. Tough.
Then Monday night at Denver. For some reason, we cannot get the Denver Broncos to come to Cleveland. We played. They say you're supposed to alternate all of. We played the Denver Broncos at Denver last season.
Mm-hmm.
They supposed to be coming to us. Like, and I'm gonna date myself here. Since 1986.
Oh shit!
No, we got to see. 1986 was the year of the fumble, or no, not the year of the fumble. The year of the drive.
Oh shit! I wasn't even out yet, bro.
That was the year of the drive, the famous John Elway drive where he took him 99 yards for the touchdown to tie the game.
More you or me, because we both hate him.
Oh, I probably do.
Yeah, okay.
See, you hate him because of the division. Like he didn't really do anything.
He used to kill y'all.
He was just in the division.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Season, yeah.
Yeah, he cost us 3 championships potentially.
Yeah. You might hate him more, dog.
Especially with the drive. I mean, you can YouTube it too, man. Go to YouTube. Just look up the drive. 99 yards.
Man.
Now, since that year, the Denver Broncos have come to Cleveland like 3 times. We've played like 15 games in Mile High.
Well, you better hope your lungs is right.
Yeah. So we come off that to then go to Pittsburgh.
And then Chiefs, Bengals.
Yeah, and then the Dolphins game I ain't mad. I ain't worried about the Dolphins game. That's in December in Cleveland. That's a wrap. We about to stomp them.
But still, I mean, they were a playoff team. I'm just going based off of last year's record, but I mean that's a hell of a stretch. Once you hit that first Pittsburgh game, week 12 all the way down is that one hell of a stretch, man.
Yeah, good. I'm going off schedule. That's a schedule loss for Miami. They need to be mad at the NFL. We still remember they went to Buffalo last year in December.
We saw them in that playoff. Them boys, the Dolphins, the Mahi did not thaw out.
Yeah. So I ain't even worried. I was like, I seen that. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a schedule loss. Somebody in the NFL office don't like Miami.
Yeah, they hate them.
But Pittsburgh, Denver, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Bengals. I'm not a fan of that stretch of football at all.
Ravens. Oh my goodness.
And hopefully the same thing. I think we will get down. I think that game might not matter.
Hopefully.
And if I'm looking, because I think we split. If we are who I think we are, we get to the bye week. At worst, well, I'm gonna put out there 3 scenarios. Realistically, I think we get there 6-3, 5-4.
I was looking at that. I was thinking 6-3.
It is possible that we could get there 7-2. If we get there 7-2, then you guys come out Chiefs 8-2. We split with the Steelers. Now you're talking about 9-3. Listen, just because it's at home. Let's say we get by y'all because it's at home. You're talking about 10-3. I ain't worried about the Bengals. We always beat the Bengals. That's 11-3. And then our last 2. Dolphins, again, I'm put that as a win because that's just a schedule loss. So you're talking about 13-3 with the Ravens game at the end. That may or may not matter. I think it may or may not matter. So, I mean, we won 11 last year. If Deshaun Watson can stay healthy, it ain't out of question we can put 2 more dubs on that.
I feel you. I like that. Yeah.
But again, that's my fandom. That's my wishful thinking. Realistically, I think our window is between 10 to 13 wins.
Mm. Definitely possible.
Yeah, but I also believe that this is the year every team in our division makes the playoffs. So
I thought it was going to be last year, but we'll see. Well, I definitely thought it was going to be until Deshaun got hurt, but then that kind of changed things a little bit. But
we
we'll
made
see.
it anyway.
Yeah. Still made it. But this year, I mean, this AFC North has always been a tough sons of bitches, man. Always been tough, man.
Mm-hmm. But this year, the only reason I think Buffalo's going to fall off. Let's just face it, the AFC South is terrible, minus the Texans. And then you guys' division, I think you guys are the only playoff team. I have no faith in Harbaugh. I think him and Sean Payton need to retire again.
Too bad. They already got paid, sons of bitches.
Yeah, facts. And the Raiders, the Raiders just got to prove it to me. Like I gotta, I know it's I gotta see it again. I got to see a whole season with your boy as coach. That could have just been lightning in a bottle. We'll see how he does it. So I still don't think they're a playoff team yet, which means it is possible. Hey, them 3 teams from the North get all 3 playoffs, all wild card spots.
From the North.
Yeah. But yeah, schedule release. Any other games outside of your team you're looking forward to or stand out?
Well, what stood out to me again is the NFL wants the Jets to succeed so bad. This is another year that y'all done gave them 6 primetime games, and I'm just like,
okay, they got 6 of them?
Yes. They got 2 on Sunday night, 2 on Thursday night, and 2 on Monday night. So they gave them 6 primetime games, and I'm all about wanting to showcase teams that got the stories and got the cachet behind them. What happens if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again? I mean, what happens if all these other people get hurt again? The Jets are
flex. Time to do it.
For real, because the Jets are one of the often injured teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
They get hurt every year, and you keep hoping and praying that you get this whole conglomerate of talent that they keep acquiring, but damn it, they can't stay healthy. Like if this was a team that maybe had a 1 or 2 injuries every couple of years, I understand that. This every year they load up the IR box, bro. So
yeah,
I'm not stacked. I'm not ecstatic about that. I'm not excited at all. I'm like you, flex. You better start flexing quickly. If people start dropping like flies out there in New Jersey, man, hit that flex button quickly. Make the change. Don't wait. Like if Aaron goes down in 6th place instead of 4, man, you better start knowing how to flex that schedule ASAP. For real. I'm not trying to be watching no backup of the Jets again. And whoever with Travis.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis is their backup. Come on, man. I like Jordan Travis, but no. Come on, man. I'm not trying to watch that shit. So, goodness gracious.
I do like their new uniforms, though. The refurbished old school uniforms. I do like those.
Yeah. Better than that New York Giants bullshit they just put out. Oh my goodness.
The throwbacks they gonna wear one time.
Yeah, looking like the New York Wolverines. Red and blue with the brown pants. Ugh.
And they're better than the Bumblebees, though. The Steelers Bumblebees. They are better than that.
Both of them are trash. Ugh.
That's true.
Ugh. Disgusting.
The thing with Scott, I will shout out to the NFL for let's see if the talking heads actually pay attention. Thank you, NFL, for making the Cleveland Browns okay to discuss and watch. We opened the season week 1 in that primetime spot, that America's Game of the Week spot, 4:00 on Fox. Tom Brady's first broadcast. So his first game in the booth. Browns versus Cowboys from Cleveland.
They ain't had to demote Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Yeah, they kicked his ass right out the booth. Said, man, fuck out of here. Hey, they better. Tom Brady can analyze some games and talk good, man. Because I thought Greg Olsen was actually doing pretty good, man.
Greg Olsen. Yeah, he was. I think Tom Brady. I think that's the reason for the roast. I think his PR team kind of got behind him doing that, make him more personable before he's consistently on TV. Because he did well, get up there, show your personality a little bit. Yeah. Because you're about to be on TV every week, and everybody's gonna be criticizing everything you do every week. I mean, no different from his playing days, but you get to hide behind that helmet. Now people are gonna be talking about how bumpy your face is, how skinny your nose is.
Hey yo,
look at that butt chin. That's a different kind of trash talk.
That's hilarious. Right, chin.
Heck yeah, bro! You remember when 4K really first got popping? Remember the first thing you ever saw in 4K? You would, like, the first person you would like, damn! Like I'm trying to think, what was the first thing I saw in 4K where I saw somebody's face? I think it might have been The View. They put that camera on like Joy Bear or something. I was like, shit, she got on a fuck ton of makeup.
Great googly moogly.
Yeah, and Fox, they got the 8K cam they be using sometimes.
Boy, somebody need to always. Hey man, I'm this is no disrespect, but I'm gonna need Fox to hire a sister for Pam Oliver specifically, because they be having Pam looking crazy, and I know the white folks don't understand what she's supposed to look like. They just like, oh, just go to Pam Oliver. No, don't dare put that camera on Pam looking a hot fucking mess.
No,
they need to have a sister on the sideline right next to Pam. Like, come here, Pam, come here. Before this camera gets you, let me get you right and get. All right, you're good. She be looking damn crazy as hell sometimes. Like, bitch, if you don't look like you look like you didn't drink all the rest of the peppermint schnapps and over there.
This is the peppermint schnapps.
Yeah. Over here look like you sipping and tripping and shit. They be having Pam looking crazy as hell, man. I'm telling you, man. It's wild, dog. Shit. Come on, man.
Oh man, what the name? They got why can't I think of her name? Aditi Kinkawala. I think she does some stuff for Fox, if I'm not mistaken. So they got one. No, she does CBS. My bad. Never mind.
Oh, good. I like that Christina Pink. She cute too. But I love it when they got that good, good knowledge for the game. Like Tracy Wolfson. I'm always having a crush on Tracy Wolfson. Yeah. Aaron Andrews. They could talk good game. Classic. Yeah, man. For sure.
Say who got me? Kay Adams.
Oh, love Kay Adams, bro.
But during COVID.
Love Kay Adams.
I didn't get into till COVID hit. I don't know what she was doing before COVID, but when COVID hit, and they was airing from home, and basically she was doing her own makeup at home. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, guys, I don't know what they was doing at the network before COVID. They were not doing her justice with her makeup at all. So thank goodness with COVID.
Come here.
You know what I'm saying? COVID allowed Kay Adams to show herself in the correct light.
I love Kay Adams, man. I wish they didn't replace her on Good Morning Football. I was so upset with it, but it is what it is.
I think that was her choice. I think she got gave her a little bag.
Yeah,
she
her
got her
podcast
own thing.
too. Yeah.
I think they gave her a little bag.
But NFL Network's going through a whole bunch of changes. They just got rid of Total Access and all that shit. So I don't know what's going on with NFL Network, man.
Oh, thanks for saying that. Speaking of getting rid of, I hope something can be done. But shout out to the fellas inside the NBA. This may be the final, maybe countdown to the final episodes of Inside the NBA. For those who haven't heard, NBC is purchasing TNT's rights, which are the final broadcast rights to the NBA games. Which if they do, and I've heard that the deal is done, they're just waiting on an announcement. Unless NBC, if NBC's smart, just get these dudes under contract.
Get them on the contract. Just make it simple.
Get them on the contract. Or ESPN. Hell, I don't need the ratings, man. Somebody
like, got to pick them up. There's no way.
A basketball network needs to get these dudes under contract. Like they're the best basketball show there is. They're winning Emmys and Grammys. And, like they're winning awards every year. If you're gonna buy the right, go ahead, just finish the deal. Get these dudes. But I would hate for it. It's literally the only. I don't watch. What is the ESPN? Oh, NBA Countdown. I never watch that. I'll just do something else until literally it's time for tip off. Well, when the game's on TNT, it's like you have to watch the pregame. Like you gotta watch Shaq and Chuck and Kenny and EJ.
In the post game, oh my god!
Yeah, the post game, you get the whole thing. Halftime, you gotta, you gotta watch the post game. Like it's just
the gold, bro. The gold, it's gold.
Yeah, it may literally. I don't think it's straight. It may literally be the best sports show in sports.
Pound for pound,
all of them. Yeah, all of them. Football, hockey, baseball. I don't care. Like it's their show. Definitely. Like it's been going since 1988 when it was just Ernie Johnson by itself. And it's grown. Shaq joined shortly after his retirement. Just the banter, they get the crew involved. You can see the love and respect that they have for their people behind the cameras. The Shaq and the fool. The race of Kenny to the board. The
race of Kenny to the board is hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
It's basically just become a staple of the NBA season. So it's going to be a very sad day if it's unable to come back. So somebody working, some network, somebody getting your executive's ear. Somebody at NBC, hey, yo, we might as well go ahead and shell out a couple more bucks. Because I know, from what I heard on the Charles Barkley has an out in his contract. I think Shaq has the same out. I think basically everybody has an out except for Ernie Johnson. And Ken, I'm not sure about Kenny either. But Charles can just flat out opt out of his contract. Shaq can too.
Damn.
I don't want to see Kenny doing college basketball. I don't want to see those guys doing college basketball.
Hey man, NBC, come on, man. Yeah. Stop playing with us. Just get
college
it done.
Basketball sucks.
Go get the fellas. keep the fellas together. All right.
All right. Keep it. It's that time of the evening before we get up out of here. We're we challenge each other and we challenge everybody tuning in. Fit Friday challenge, man. What you got for the folks this week?
Hey man, I'm just gonna say it's graduation time of the year. Memorial Day weekend is next week. So between this weekend and next weekend, man, go support your younger folks in your family, man, and let them know that you appreciate them and love them, and give them all the praise and positivity for accomplishing something like that. So go show up. Go show up at the young folks' graduation and be seen, be heard, and show them love, man. Because especially this It ain't like it used to. These generations is getting different. I'm gonna keep it like that. They get different. Yeah, man, just show them you appreciate them and love them, man, and show up for them while they walk the stage, because that's a huge accomplishment. Big accomplishment. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, and I like that. Me, I'm gonna put everybody out there. Everybody, go to your local or your nearest park, any place where there's some scenery around. If you have somewhere in the city that's like a landmark or something, somewhere where you can view anything, where you can view the public or anything. I'm gonna put park at the forefront, because my intent is really find a bench, sit on that bench, and just take in life. Smell the grass, smell the trees, smell the flowers, hear the birds, hear the lawnmowers. Watch the dogs and the pets run around. Like just spend like 20 to 30 minutes just sitting on that bench. Don't say a word to anybody. Don't even say hi. Somebody walks by you, of course, y'all know what it is, man. Do the nod and smile. Just take in the atmosphere, take in your area, take in the freshness of the day. Like, it's so relaxing. I had an opportunity to do it. Took my son to the park, and I'm watching him play on the things, and obviously he didn't get kidnapped. But I closed my eyes for like 5 minutes. I took a chance. I closed my eyes for like 5 minutes, just like listened around. Thank God he didn't get kidnapped in that 5 minutes.
He said I took a chance.
He's older now, so he knows how to be verbal. Stranger danger. He knows how to kick and bite. Yeah. So I took a chance. Closed my eyes for like 5 minutes and just, felt the breeze.
Hey, yo.
Listen to the trees ruffle, listen to the just the ambient sounds. And it's like people we do certain things. So I was talking to somebody about sleep prior to that. And, we're talking about, when I have trouble sleeping, I do XYZ, and when I have trouble sleeping, I do this, and somebody said, I go to YouTube and I turn on one of those channels that has the ambient sounds, and I just, it's dark enough so the room is still dark. Light from TV's not showing it all. And I'm like we do all this outdoor shit in our house. How we never go outdoors to do it. Like, you listen to ambient sounds to go to sleep. Like, when was the last time you actually went outside to hear the ambient sounds?
That is fair.
So, yeah, I took a chance and I did it, and it was super relaxing. That 5 minutes might have been the most relaxing 5 minutes of my week. And so, yeah, just go. If you got somewhere to go, hell, do it old school. Go sit on your front porch. If you live in the right neighborhood, where you got, if you don't stay too far away from things. Some people live in areas where there's literally nothing going on, so they're no use to sitting on your porch. But hey, if you live on not the busiest street, but busy where you can hear, just sit out there, just take in the ambience. It's super relaxation. Gives you a good reset. So that's my challenge. So you might not even have to leave the house, but I prefer if you did.
Hey. Nah, I got a park right down the street. I love taking the girls to the park. Shit. Yeah, man. Good stuff.
Alright, so before we get out of here, man, what you got for the folks?
Hey, man, be kind to each other, man. Love on each other. Protect each other, man. Let's have a positive weekend. and go into next week recharged, re-energized, refueled, and ready to reclaim whatever it is you need to claim for next week, baby. Let's have a good weekend.
There it is. There it is, man. I only got one thing before we get out of here, and that is for everybody to go ahead, follow the directions on the screen, hit that like button, go ahead, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on so you know the next time we are here talking that good talk, which will be next Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And if you don't feel like seeing our beautiful faces on your screen, check us out wherever you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Available at midnight. But until then, I am Bobby G, along with the homie Wildcard Mar. And until next time, peace.
We out here.